My girlfriend hugged a random guy and said she was his boy best friend. I was walking through the mall with my girlfriend when she suddenly took off running like someone just announced free samples at the food court. I thought maybe she spotted a sale or saw her favorite store closing early. Nope, she sprinted straight towards some random guy and hugged him like he just returned from war. I stood there holding both our drinks, watching this unfold like a confused bystander in a romantic movie I didn't audition for. She finally waved me over, still attached to this guy, and said, "Babe, this is Connor, my boy best friend from work." Her what? I didn't even know she had a boy best friend. I definitely didn't know he existed until 30 seconds ago when she tackled him in public. Connor gave me this weird little head nod like we were bros, and I just stood there trying to figure out when I entered an alternate reality. For the next half hour, she laughed at every single thing this guy said, and I mean everything. He made a joke about traffic. She laughed like it was a Netflix special. He said something about his lunch being cold. She nearly fell over giggling. I tried talking to her twice, and both times she just nodded at me while fully facing him, like I was a stranger asking for directions. At one point I said, "Hey, I'm gonna grab a pretzel," and she didn't even blink, just kept smiling at Connor like he was the main character and I was the NPC selling potions in the corner. After 30 minutes of this torture, I told her I was leaving. She looked at me for half a second and said, "Okay, see you later," then turned right back to him. I walked out of that mall alone, carrying 2 drinks, feeling like I just got broken up with by proximity. 3 hours later, she finally texted me. Not an apology, not a "Hey, are you okay?" Just, "Why are you being so dramatic?" I responded, "You ignored me for 30 minutes to laugh at a guy who thinks 'Why did the chicken cross the road?' is peak comedy." She said I was overreacting and that he was just a friend. Just a friend. The next day at work, I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I did what any reasonable person would do. I asked around. Turns out, one of her coworkers follows me on Instagram. I messaged her, and she told me everything. Apparently, my girlfriend and Connor eat lunch together every single day. They go on coffee breaks. They have inside jokes. And according to this coworker, half the office thinks they're dating. I sat there staring at my phone like I just got handed evidence in a true crime documentary. That night, I confronted her, showed her the screenshots. She immediately started crying, saying she didn't mean for it to go that far and that they were just friends. I asked her what that far even meant. She admitted he'd been flirting with her for months, and she never shut it down because she liked the attention. I stared at her. She stared back. I said, "We're done." Blocked her on everything that night. 2 weeks later, her coworker texted me again. Apparently, Connor got a girlfriend, and now my ex is the one getting ignored at work, sitting alone at lunch, probably wondering where her boy best friend went. Turns out Connor's got better timing than